Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Cobra Lash and Agony Crawler video. I'll be here again, and I would like to start the video by saying that unfortunately I died, and the character is right now in standard, as you can see. But the reason I died is not because the character is bad, doesn't have damage, or doesn't have good defense. It's just that I think I had a lot of things turned on in my house, and the circuit breaker went on. So it switched off every single light in the house. So my PC shut down, and basically I think my character stayed in game because I didn't manually disconnect it and got killed because it wasn't able to move. But except for that, I think I'm gonna re-roll the build again because the build is super fun and I enjoy it a lot. I wanted to push level 100 with this one. At the moment of me dying, I think I was top 20, top 25 assassins in hardcore. So yeah, I'm probably re-rolling the build again. By the way, let's get in straight into the build. The build is level 88 right now. I got some major updates and some major upgrade to my gear, and I will start showing what nodes I picked from last video, in this video in the skill tree, and the updates were that I felt like I had good defense with the gear I got, so I went for the damage here and I was going for Night Stalker. After that, what I was gonna do was gonna pick this jewel socket, this jewel socket, this jewel socket, respec these 4 nodes into these 2, so I would free up 2 more nodes, and with those 2 more nodes I would have either taken this jewel socket or finish the acrobatics keystone and take phase acro for more defense. Gear itself has changed a bit. The main weapon is still Benos. Benos is insane, super good. It will be hard to change it. What I would change it with would be something like high flat fees and percentage fees. Or actually, no, I would change it with a fossil crafted dagger with 60% chance for your poison to deal double damage and then multi-craft it into fees, flat fees, stuff like that. That probably will be more damage because of the double damage, but Bino does a lot of damage by itself, so it's a good dagger. The helmet got replaced. I got a high accuracy helmet because I needed accuracy. Right now I have 100% chance to hit, as you can see, and 96 against evasive monsters, but that's more than fine. I would like for that reason though to have a little bit more accuracy on my gloves or on my rings or on my amulet, but I couldn't get it right now because accuracy items are pretty expensive in hardcore if they have good rolls. So yeah, that's the helmet, basically high life, high resist, good evasion. The shield didn't change, it's still the same. Amulet still the same, didn't change. I changed this ring to something with high cold and high life and a little bit of stats because I need them for my build. I changed the other ring as well with a super high resist ring with good life as well and a little bit of stats. I crafted damage on this. I paid a couple, about like 10 chaos for this ring because it's really good. I changed my boots, as you can see. These boots, compared to the other ones, not only don't have the dodge chance, but they don't even have movement speed. The reason why I didn't craft movement speed, but I crafted evasion and life, is because I felt like I needed more evasion and more life instead of the movement speed. The character, by counting in the withering step movement speed, the movement speed it has, the whirling blades, it's super mobile, so I don't think I really needed movement speed. If you want the movement speed, just craft it instead of the evasion and life. I changed my belt as well. This belt is super good. I paid like 20 chaos for this one, which is more on the expensive side of things. You don't expect to have something like this for cheap. It's simply because resists and high life are super valued in hardcore. But if you are in softcore, probably something like this can cost less, and maybe you don't need something like this specific as well. I changed my gloves. These though, I didn't buy them. I crafted them, which would make them cost around 8 or 9 chaos for me because I was really lucky. I threw in like 1 or 2 alks and 5 or 6 chaos of re-rolling until I got this, and I crafted life on it. It's super amazing, and the mana leached as life is also good because of the fact that it enables you to have permanently mana against bosses as well, because the mana leech I had before wasn't good enough, so I had to stop from time to time into running around and dodging to wait a little bit of mana to be regened. But with this one, It's pretty good. It's just quality of life. Instead of like having to move 1 or 2 seconds to regen the mana, you just stand still and attack if you have the chance to. But most of the time you're gonna have to dodge anyways because of the skill shots, the AoE attacks from the bosses. So it's just quality of life. You don't really need it, especially for maps when the skill chains and leeches you from every projectile. I changed the chest as well. The chest was the upgrade I told you. The Cherubim's Maleficence. I think for me personally, Benos and the Cherubims are the only two mandatory uniques. I wouldn't say Cherubims is a mandatory one though, because it's more of a luxury one. You can play with a rare chest or not use this one, but use the Poison chest, which is the one that gives evasion and energy shield. But I prefer this one because of the fact that it has more evasion overall, more life leech, and it also has life. The other one doesn't have life. This chest alone, if I remove it, as you can see, it's gonna take off from me like 250, 300 HP, which is insane. But yeah, that's pretty much the gear. Now, what changed in my skill gems is that I removed from the Herald of Agony the fourth link, which was Avoid Manipulation and put in Plague Bearer. Plague Bearer is an insane spell. It's like poison righteous fire. Basically, it stores some damage of the poison, and when it's capped at this moment at level 18, it's 600k. It will deal that damage back once you activate it by doing 12% of that damage every second. At level 20, this gem does 1 million damage, which will effectively be 120k DPS for free. And the reason why I say it's for free, it's because you don't even need to link this gem because nothing can scale the damage. So it's a one link 120k DPS gem. And the best thing I would do with the gem would be at level 20, try to corrupt it for level 21. And if I could, I would get a level 3 Empower to get +2 gem levels in this slot, removing faster attack, so that I would get level 22 Agony Crawler and 22 Plague Bearer, maybe 23 if I can corrupt it, and 24 if I can corrupt the Empower as well, which would make the Plague Bearer store like 1.23 or 1.4 million DPS, million damage, which would then turn into effectively 1.5, 150, 160k DPS. It's like a small upgrade though for such an investment, so that would be min maxing. Now, I wasn't able to 6-link my Cherubim's Maleficence, which is fine, but the 6-link, if I could 6-link it, would be Unbound Ailments. And what I would do against hard bosses, which I still didn't need to do, I would swap Greater Multiple Projectiles with Vile Toxins, and this would be an enormous damage multiplier. Most of the time I keep GMP inside anyways because I don't use Vile Toxins yet. I don't feel like there's anything I need it for, but I can see how against bosses like, I don't know, tier 15, tier 16 Guardians, you could change it. I would say though that GMP should be kept in the build, and you should replace Vile Toxins with Void Manipulation against bosses that have strong add phases or that they spawn adds while you fight them. Something like Kaoms, which gets the skulls, the little skulls, the minions, or maybe even Elder fights where you have the portals while you have to fight while you have to protect or kill the Shaper in Uber Elder and stuff like that. And why would I change it with Void Manipulation? It's just because Vile Toxins is more damage than Void Manipulation. Otherwise, just change Vile Toxin with GMP. But yeah, that's pretty much the gear and everything. I think I will reload the same character because I really like it. And I want to do all the endgame content. I want to try Uber Atziri, Uber Izzaro, because I didn't do Uber Lab yet. I want to do Uber Elder. I would like to fight all the Guardians, all the Uber Guardians, all the stuff like that. I would like to do also tier 15 and tier 16 Blighted maps. I'm not sure yet you can get tier 15, tier 16 Blighted maps, but I suppose you can. So that's what I would like to do as well, just to know how strong the mobs are. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you are having a good time and enjoying the build if you're playing it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I should change or I could do to make the build better. I will link a path of building with a level 94, 95 skill 3 as I said, and I'll see you on the next video with more stuff done once I finish leveling the reroll. Thanks guys and stay safe. Let's do this. Bam. It's 5 minutes. Okay. This one is easy right now. Let's go back here. Fuck, I need to move the portal. I need to fucking move my portal away. Okay. Oh, what about this one? Right here. Right this. You need some damage runs. Plus some buffy. This one is looking easy so far. So far it's looking clean. The projectile, that's what I want. Okay, it's working fine right now. Okay, this one needs to die. This one needs to die. Damn! Give me the walls! What is this? I don't get it anymore, what's happening? What the fuck is up with this shit? Oh my god, this is insane. This is insanity! Oh, we're doing it. Come on, I believe I can finish it. I believe I can do it. I have 6 fucking K things. I don't know, I went with a random one. I can't stop attacking. Otherwise I might lose. Oh, no, don't attack the thing. This one needs to die, so you need, it's a boss. I don't need no fucking one to touch my shit. Come on, it's 40 seconds. I'm making it! Oh my god! What is happening? Sorry for interrupting the video, guys, but as you can see here, I have finished the map. There is no timer anymore, and I am looting the actual chests from the map. But as you can see down here, instead, I have some portals left, and this is because of the fact that I have managed to bug the map, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. Now, there is a bug in the game right now that prevents you from completing the map, so in this state right here, I'm not gonna be able to complete it. The reason for this is that, as you can see in these frames, at 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining, I evolved the level 3 buff tower into a smoothering tower, right? Which debuffs the enemies and doesn't damage them. That's fine. The problem is that when it's close to a temporal tower, which is the level 4 evolution of the stun tower, this tower as well will not damage enemies, creating basically an unkillable enemy, which by no means it's a bad thing, because it just means that the enemy needs to leave the range. But the problem is the slow. Right now, the slow, basically what it does, it's just slow the enemies like an ice tower, let's say, right? But it's a lot stronger because it slows them completely to 100% and then releases the slow. Okay, so it's kind of like a stun, but the combination of these two towers together makes the enemy unkillable and it prevents it from moving, which eventually transports the enemy into another dimension, let's say. And as you saw in the little clip, you can't attack them, they don't move, they don't do anything, so you just basically fail the map. Now, I think this is a bug. I'm not entirely sure this was an intended mechanic. I suppose this was unintentional. So until they fix it, guys, just don't do these two towers together, or you won't get completion for the map and you will miss on the pump rewards, and you will just be able to get some of the stuff you worked for. And it's pretty annoying because completing an entire blighted map right now, as of day 4, 5, day 3, it really takes a lot of time. It's around a 10-minute map basically to kill every lane. It's like 5 minutes to protect the pump. Then you need at least another 1 or 2 or 3 minutes depending on the build to clear the remaining mobs, and then you can loot the map. So this is just something super bad, and I hope you guys don't do the same mistake I did. I'll leave it to the rest of the video now. A real quick kill. That's good. You never want to risk against these red map bosses. Oh, hell yeah, baby. It's a one shot? Wow, I insta-phased him. Okay. I insta-phased him. That was super clean. That was not smart, but apparently I'm tank enough. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much red tier maps for me right now. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not even close to be bad.